Hello students, today we will be discussing about the different type of test and what are the drainage conditions for shear strength to find out the shear strength of soil. So one by one हम लोग इन चीज़ों को देखेंगे. So before starting the video I would like to request you to kindly subscribe the channel and to like the video because it motivates us to make such videos and to give or spread the knowledge. Okay, so just let us start our video. So in this video we'll be seeing what are the different type of tests to find out or to measure the shear strength of soil. In last class we have seen the Mohr circle or Mohr-Coulomb's theory. Make sure you watch that video and then come to this video. So one by one we will see the different type of tests. So here we have first test, which is direct shear test, by which we can find out the shear strength of soil. Second one is triaxial compression test. Third one is unconfined compression test, and fourth one is shear vane test. So we will see all the different type of test, how it is being done in the lab. So before moving towards the test, let us see what are the basic things which we require to consider, or what are the stages we require to mention or to be done in the field or in the lab. So first thing is first step or stage we can say is consolidation stage. In this stage what we are supposed to do, the normal stress or we can say the confining pressure should be applied to the specimen and it is allowed to consolidate. We need to allow the consolidation of the specimen. Specimen is nothing but the soil which we are taking. And the second stage we can take is the shear stage, in which the shear stress or the deviator stress is applied to the specimen to shear it. Okay, so specimen is again nothing but your soil, so we will be applying the shear to your soil or to your specimen. So these are the two stages which is required to be seen or to be considered. Now basically we have three conditions by which we can take the test. In different type of conditions we will be testing our soil or specimen. So first one is unconsolidated undrained condition. In this condition, as the name says, there is no drainage permitted during the consolidation stage, which means there will be no removal of water. Then the drainage is also not permitted in the shear stage. So both the stages means in the consolidation stage also there is no drainage of water, and even in the shear stage there is no permission or they are not allowing to drain the water. So as no time is allowed for consolidation or a dissipation of excess pore water pressure, the test can be easily conducted and there will be not much time taken for the test. So that is why this test is also known as unconsolidated undrained test, which can be in shortly says UU test, or it is also known as a quick test. Why quick test? Q test, because it is done very fast, because there is no drainage allowed in this type of condition. So as we have seen that there are two stages, first one is consolidation stage and second is shear stage. So in next part what is happening, second type of condition is consolidated undrained condition, which means in first condition or in first stage, which is the consolidation stage, what is happening, we are allowing that to drain to permit. Okay, in consolidation we are allowing the water to drain, but in the second stage when the specimen is sheared there is no drainage is permitted. Okay, there will be no drainage of water. So the test is known as the consolidated undrained test, as the name suggests itself. So it is in shortly it is says as CU test, and it is also called as R test, as the alphabet R falls between the alphabet Q, used for quick test, and the alphabet S is used for the slow test. Okay, so the pore water pressure can be measured in the second stage, which is quite obvious, and if the facility for this measurements are available, in that case the test is known as a CU bar test. Okay, so these are the two steps which can be seen in your consolidated undrained condition test. Now the third condition is consolidated drained condition, and as the name suggests itself, we can understand what is happening over here. In a consolidated drain test, the drainage of the specimen is permitted in both the stages. Okay, the sample is allowed to consolidate in the first stage, which is the consolidation stage, and when the consolidation is completed, it is sheared at a very slow rate to ensure that fully drained conditions exist and the excess pore water is zero. So they will drain completely from the consolidation stage, and also in the second stage, which is the shear stage. In that also they will allow to drain all the water so that the excess pore water is zero. And the test is also known as the consolidated drained test, which is CD test or drained test, because in both the condition the water is draining. It is also known as the slow test, S test. Why S test? Because it is taking time, because in both the stages it is draining the water. So if we see rapidly all the three conditions, first one, as the name suggests, is in both the condition or in both the stages there is no drainage of water. In second condition, there is a drainage of water in consolidation stage only, not in the shear stage. But in third condition, we have seen in both consolidation stage and shear stage, in both the stages we are draining the water to make the pore water as zero. Okay, so these are the three conditions which we will be seeing in different type of our test. Okay, so make sure that you have seen all these conditions before moving towards the test. Okay, so once again, thank you for watching the video. Make sure you subscribe the channel and like this video and share this video with your friends. Thank you.